do my very best to answer any questions that you have. But if you have like super specific questions about the ingredients, I might have to get back to you because I'm not the one who creates the products. It's my business partner Jessica who does that. Okay, I guess we're rolling. Oh my god. Okay. Were you familiar with our line, I guess, before we launched here? Okay. So we are Toronto-based. We hand make everything in Parkdale. We are about a year and a half in since launch of our company. And before that, we were working on it for about 2 years. So a year and a half since launch, but almost about 3 years in total. There's 3 people in our company, as I said, myself, sales and marketing, and then my partner Jessica, who's the artist behind the line, and she makes everything. And then my husband Jake helps with the finance, strategy, logistics. He's a retail consultant by day, so he helps us a lot, making sure we keep everything pretty tight. So everything that you see here is under $30. It was really important to us when we started the line to create something that was all natural. Obviously, we just like take for granted that that's like the best quality of skincare that you can have. But we want to make it as accessible as possible for more and more women to start getting into using natural products. So we tried to price everything as close to something that you could find at Shoppers as possible. So that was like our really driving force behind starting the line. We keep the recipes along a similar line. We keep the recipes quite simple. The ingredients are all very high quality, but they're not necessarily the most exotic ingredient you can find out there. We use a lot of local Ontario stuff, sunflower oil, hemp oil from Ontario. Wherever possible, we'll always grab locally. And when we're sourcing from afar, we make sure that we're going through reputable distributors. We're very thoughtful about where we're procuring our ingredients from. So I guess that was like our idea behind the company. The line is pretty much just like the basics of what you would need on the daily. And we're developing a few new products, and they're all kind of along that line. So we're looking into doing a deodorant, just something that you need to use on the everyday, and then perhaps we'll see what happens in the future. We'll get like a little bit more specific with eye creams and stuff, but we want to keep it like pretty accessible, pretty minimal, and straightforward. So I guess that's pretty much all that you need to know about us and the line. We can just delve right into the products. I'm going to do my very best to explain them to the best of my knowledge. So the top 2 products are cleansers. So I know you guys a lot more about skincare than I do. You work here, you work with all of these products. Before we started this line, I had like a bottle of jojoba oil, pretty much. It's like my skincare regime. I'm very minimalistic. A lot of people will ask us, what do you use to wash your face? Like, what's your face wash? And that's what we use, is this makeup remover, which we also call an introduction to oil cleansing, or we call the cleanser, and the scrub, which is our newest product that we introduced as kind of like a response to that question that we're always getting, is like, how do you wash your face? So what we suggest with our line is that you can use a makeup remover as obviously a makeup remover. It'll remove waterproof mascara, non-natural mascara. But you can also just use it as a waterless cleanse with a cotton pad. So we suggest that people just take a cotton pad and give it a vigorous shake to emulsify the waters and the oils, and wipe it over your face. It's our #1 seller. People really like it. There's like quite a market for it. I think it's don't know, it's a unique product. It's cool that it's like a kind of intro to oil cleansing, but there is witch hazel in it and honey. So doesn't feel, to me, it does not feel oily or greasy, but it also doesn't strip your skin because there are oils in it, so it's nice. Second, I guess, or does anyone have any questions about that product? Okay. So second,
Question.
Yes.
What are the ingredients? Because water, witch hazel, and oil do not mix.
So
how did you get it to blend?
So they don't really blend. They kind of sit. So that's why when you use it, you just give it a shake, and they'll stick for, you know, the time needed. So we always usually say just put a cotton pad on the top, give it a couple. But the ingredients in this one, sorry, I don't have them memorized. It's witch hazel that's been infused with calendula, chamomile, and rose flowers, all organic. There's aloe vera juice, avocado oil, honey, which is local organic from Ontario, sunflower oil. We use a lot of sunflower oil in our products in general. So it's something that you can get, it's readily available here in Ontario. We are getting it from a really great organic, local organic farm, and it's inexpensive. It's great for your skin. And then all the sunflower oil too in our products is all infused with calendula. So every time you see sunflower oil, it's been infused with calendula. Castor seed oil, which is obviously a great cleanser, and jojoba. So that's what's in there. Next product is our scrub. So as I said, we developed that kind of as a response to like needing a cleanser, because obviously like that's great, but it's nice to have something to exfoliate a little bit as well. We usually suggest use it like every two or 3 days, not something you need to go nuts with or use all the time. But it's a face and body scrub. When we were developing it, we just were using it on our face, and then we're like, I kind of like extending it down to my arms, and it kind of goes along with the whole ethos of the brand, just keeping it simple and keeping it pretty basic. So you can use it on your face, you can extend it down to your arms. It's $18. It's not gonna break the bank, and it lasts quite a while. You can put that. What we suggest is to put it right in the shower. This lid is rust proof, so just because it is a powder, it can get like a little messy if you're trying to do it over the sink. So in the shower, you can just put a little bit in your hand, add a few drops of water, turn it into a bit of a paste. Do you want to try it? Or you can just, once your face is already wet, like just put a little bit and just pat it on your face, and then just gently exfoliate with your fingertips, I'd say, for your face, and then you can go more vigorously on your body. Next up,
Sorry. Do you recommend putting a little bit of the exfoliator into the oil cleanser, or?
You totally can play around with that, and I guess like I said, when we first started the company, I was so basic in my routine, and I guess what we've kind of realized over the past year and a half is people really have been trained and like to be very prescriptive with what they're doing. So I tried my best to give people that advice, but also within the kind of framework of saying like, try it out, see how you like it. You could try that totally.
Yeah, I say that a lot here.
Yeah. So yes, you can do that. I don't generally do that, but I've seen other people using the face cleanser, like putting a little bit in their hand with some water and like splashing their face with it, which I thought was really innovative. I haven't tried that, so yeah, that's our product. Do you have any particular questions about that?
It gets like a paste, so it gets like a scrub, like this.
Yeah, so if you, when you're using it in the shower, you can just put a little bit in your hand, add a few drops of water, and turn it into a little paste.
So it's like a paste.
It's a paste, yeah. Exactly.
So what is the base of the ingredient of the scrub?
Okay, so the ingredients, well, there's Restful clay, which is like one of the main active ingredients and gives it that pink color. There's rice powder, which does have like a bit of, yeah. So that's the number one ingredient, and if you read the package, it's like the first ingredient's the main, and then it's going down, obviously. There's apricot seeds, arrowroot powder, and then there's the Restful clay. Chamomile flowers are ground in there, you can see them. There's Australian pink clay, there's spearmint oil, peppermint oil, and everlasting oil. So it smells very nice and refreshing, and actually feels like pretty refreshing too. And one of the main things that people are saying about this is they really love it because it's not, they don't feel their skin's been stripped after, because the clay is actually like very hydrating. So yeah, it's nice and it's selling very well for us, so I think it should do well here too. Any other questions about that? No. Okay. So the face oil is also a very good seller of ours. Do you want me to pass these around? It's $28, retails for $28. So I think that's a really great selling point about it. It's a good intro to like a face oil if you haven't used it before. It's also very lightweight. So it's nice for people that are a little bit more hesitant to put something really rich on their face. It's a good kind of intro. Lots of Ontario ingredients in there: hemp seed oil, sunflower oil, that's been infused with organic carrots. We get that from a local woman who hand makes it. She's an apothecary, and we get a lot of our ingredients from her. Yeah, it's great for all skin types because it's super lightweight. There's Pomarosa essential oil that's great for like both moisturizing and helping balance sebum production. So a lot of people like that. We suggest using it. You can use it with the toner. You want to like spray your face with the toner and then put a few drops of the oil and massage it into your face. You can use it just the oil. You can use the oil and then the face cream. That's how we suggest to use it, is oil then face cream. Yeah, it's a really great seller, and it's very affordable. It's also we don't have a lot of men that use our products, but that one is one that's, because of the smell and the kind of look of the packaging, it's one that kind of translates to a male customer as well. So it's something you could suggest for guy. It's light, and this smells kind of gender neutral. If smells can have a gender to them, I don't know. So any questions?
This is oil, sorry, I'm a little bit confused. This is an oil or it's a serum?
It's a face, so we call it a serum, but for the way that I understand that you are doing it here, it's a face oil. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can use it with the, like, if you want to use it with the toner.
So the questions like how you get the oil, like cold pressed or
Yeah,
what
so all of our oils are cold pressed, and we get them from a few different suppliers.
Mhm.
They're all really high quality. This one actually, as you'll notice, like some of them I have the organic quantity on them, and some of them I don't. The reason that we did it that way is because we try to get as many organic ingredients as possible. If they're not organic, they're herbicide and pesticide free, but they might not be certified organic. So some of the products will have the organicness on them if they're over a certain percentage, because we feel that's like a selling point, but I'm not gonna put it if it's less, because it's kind of like, might be like a detriment if you think about it that way. All of the kind of active ingredient oils in here, not like the carrier oils, are organic. So the rice bran oil, the meadowfoam seed oil are not organic, and that's what kind of brings down the organicness of this particular product, because they are the main oils that are in it. But the more active ingredients are all organic. So that's kind of a little spiel on that one. So moving along to the face creams. The face creams are really nice. They're definitely really great sellers for us. This is one of our best-selling products. I don't know if you guys want to try it. It's quite rich, but also, as I've come to understand from talking to everyone, it's like you guys use a lot of really rich products here. So I'm sure it'll be totally cool for what you guys are doing. For us, what we've experienced is what a lot of customers will say on our website and when we do pop-ups is, at first we felt like it was super oily, but then my skin totally drank it up, which is obvious. Like as you work with oils, you realize that. But for people that are kind of newcomers to it, which a lot of our customers are because of the price point we're kind of gearing it towards, that's a bit of a learning curve for them. So that's kind of the point on that one. And both of our face creams are pretty rich. This one's designed for people that have quite dry or aging skin. It's a great winter cream. Yeah, and it pairs. I'll kind of go a little off of the way that it's set up on the sheet, but it pairs with the geranium and orange blossom toner. You don't have to do it that way, but it's set up that way. This one, they both have orange blossom water in them, and they're both kind of designed for that particular skin type, dry and aging.
Laura, can you speak about the expiry of some of the products, because that's going to be really important for the staff to tell the clients, because we don't want them to leave it on their shelf, because a lot of
Totally.
our clients buy so much skincare.
Yeah.
Sometimes they leave it for a year, and yours is less than a year.
Yes. So what we say is for the creams, use it up within 6 months. With everything else, use it up within 8 months. Those timelines are obviously, like, we've made them quite conservative because we want it to be as fresh as possible. We are still a pretty small company. We make everything, like, we're making products every week, and we're pretty much making to order. So anything that you're getting in the store is going to be really fresh. You can suggest, if someone doesn't think that they'll use it that quickly, to put it in the fridge with the creams and everything else. It hugely helps extend the shelf life. I will kind of try and draw a comparison to food or fruit, and if you just think, like, if you leave it on a sunny windowsill, obviously it's going to ripen faster than if you're leaving it somewhere in a cooler location. So if you want to extend the shelf life of it, you can totally put it in the fridge or keep it somewhere quite cool. If you want to just keep it in your bathroom and you're keeping it near a window, then the 6 to 8 months is fine. If you're using it every day, you should be using it up within like 4 months max, like, and depending on the product, obviously. But if you're using it every day, it's like, actually, this would probably go a little longer, but 8 months is like ridiculously conservative for the scrub. That'll last a lot longer than that, but just so you can keep it in your mind, that's kind of
So
what
is
we're
this
saying.
after opening product, or it has something protecting all?
No. When you sell it, you can tell them. You can use it for 6 months. You can use it for 8 months.
But does it say when it's like made that product on the?
So what we're doing is we're introducing a batch number program. So you'll be able to see on the bottom, like
when it's produced.
the earlier the number is, that's the one you should sell. And then as they go on, that's like the newer products. We didn't want to put like an expiry date because we didn't want to get kind of the milk situation happening where people are always going to the freshest one. So in general, what's been happening with our other stores is they've been putting in orders about every month and a half. So it's like everything that you have in the store is no more than a month old. So it keeps it pretty fresh, and you haven't had any problems at all, and that's not using the batch number system. We're introducing the batch number system, which will make it a lot easier. If you're concerned with anything, you can just send me an email, and I'll have the dates that it's been made, just to make sure, and also be able to like keep it straight by looking at the numbers. So that's how we're kind of dealing with that situation. The bergamot face cream is a really great face cream. It's super calming, and it's soothing, and it's great for people that have a tendency to break out, but they still want moisture on their skin. So if I see anyone that has like breakouts, but I can still see they have dryness on their skin, that's a great cream for them. Again, it's really rich to our customers' like standards, or someone who's just switching over to natural would be quite rich, but it's the same kind of deal. You guys know, they absorb, and your skin gets used to using it. Maybe you just have to switch up your routine. It's like, don't put on your face cream and then put your makeup right away. Just let it dry a little bit, That one has a lot of loyalty to it because once you kind of start using it, it's nice because it really does help to heal breakouts and keep your skin hydrated at the same time. So I like that face cream. Even though I don't have a tendency to break out, I'll still use it. So if someone has skin that's not really having any issues, they can still use it if they like that one better. It's fine. But I probably wouldn't suggest this one for someone that has breakouts just because there's rosehip seed oil in it. And I don't really, that's kind of can inflame breakouts. But for the Clarify face cream, anyone can really use it. If they prefer that one, go for it. Our body cream is very rich. It's great in the winter time. People really seem to like the smell of it. It's 99% organic, just the vitamin E that's not organic in it. It's a very simple recipe. It's coconut oil, sunflower oil. There's bergamot and lemongrass essential oil, vitamin E, aloe vera juice. So it's very simple. It's very popular with women, over 35. It's pretty much the customer for it. They love it. They love it. Yeah. That retails for $21. We also have a larger size of it that's available, and if you found, I don't know if you find that people are wanting the larger one, that's an option. We could, potentially move to. I know that's something that some of the other girls have mentioned, maybe they'll look to have the
Larger size. What the size is larger?
This is 4, the other one's 8 ounces.
So.
So.
And the price difference?
We sell it for 28, the larger one, so it's a better deal. So.
This one's 21? Yeah. And the other one's 28. Wow. That's such a good deal.
So better, bigger, I guess.
The salve is great. It's shea based. The essential oils in there are really great for helping with eczema. I use it a lot. I get some patches of eczema and it really does help a lot. You can use it on your lips, your cuticles, elbows, dry patches, anywhere. It also smells quite nice, so it's just something nice to have in your purse. Just kind of put it on. It's $12. So it's not, it's a good intro product too if you're just looking for, even the winter, not this winter because it hasn't been that cold, but last winter even I would just put it on my cheeks when I was going outside, or if sometimes my forehead gets really dry, so I'll put a little bit on my forehead. It's an all-purpose salve. That's pretty much it. That's all it is.
So what's inside?
So the ingredients in that, so it's shea based. There's sunflower oil, obviously, that's been infused with calendula, local Ontario beeswax, organic, meadowfoam seed oil, vitamin E. The essential oils are lavender, rose oil, geranium, and frankincense. So I think it smells very good. We try to go really light on the essential oils and keep our smell, the scent of it, as low as possible because they're obviously healing properties. They're not smells. They have a smell, but that's not why we're using them. I think this product has no essential oils in it whatsoever, so it's great for using on your eyes and everything. The last thing I didn't really talk about was the toners. So as I mentioned, the toners are meant to be paired with the 2 different face creams. So this one's great for dry, aging skin. It's great for redness. I usually use it as soon as that's the first thing I'll put on my face when I jump out of the shower. But you can also use it as a refresher if you want to. And then the Clarify toner, I wouldn't really suggest that one I would suggest that one for people that have an MC breakout. It's great for people that are having any issues with breakouts. They're both alcohol free, so they're not drying at all, but I do find this one has a bit more of an astringent quality to it than the other ones. I find this one's much more hydrating, so I never use this one, even though I'll use that face cream. I never use this one because my skin's so dry. I find it's a little bit too tightening. So yeah, that's what we're doing at WildCraft. And we're really happy to be here. I know it's a bit of a different, in terms of the store portfolio that we have right now, it's a little different. It's the first spa that we're in, and most of our stores are more, like, I would say they're more downtown than uptown. So I'm really excited to have like our product, have the opportunity to have our products in here, because I know our customer definitely shops here. She's just right now more of an online customer for us, so it'll be cool to see how it'll perform in this environment. I know that people in Toronto are very passionate about supporting local business, and that's definitely a great selling point for us. Not only are we a local business, but we also support a ton of local businesses from the ingredients that we buy. So I think that's also a really good selling point of our products. And yeah, it's like, you know, my husband helps us with it, but it's pretty much women owned and operated. And we have a ton of fun doing it, and we'll be introducing some new products as we go along. And if you guys have any, you know, suggestions or anything that you think that we can improve upon, I absolutely love your feedback. And if you have any like super specific questions about the ingredients, where we're sourcing anything, like, please let me know, and I can totally help you out with that. So, any other questions at all?
Can you tell us a couple of the other stores that you're selling in?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we are at the first store that we got into is called the Health Hut. It's on Harvard Street, and she's a holistic practitioner, and she's got a shop in Muskoka and a shop. Come on,
I wasn't expecting that.
and we are in Jacob and Sebastian on Queen and in Distillery District. We're in Easy Tiger on Dundas West, and there's a new very nice shop called Souvenir. We're in there as well. Village Juicery. We're in all 3 locations. Just not with our whole line, just our body cream and ourselves. It's more like the gift kind of area. That was the idea.
Sorry.
Don't be. And outside of Toronto, we're in Truth Beauty in Waterloo. We are in Annie's Apothecary in Burlington. We're in a few other like smaller stores around Ontario. We just got in our first shop in BC, which is like a really cool store, and I'm talking to another one, so we're expanding. It's all good. Any other questions at all? No?
I love your logo.
Thank you so much.
It's really nice.
Thank
It's
you.
like clean and modern.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The packaging is
Yeah, it's like not
Yeah.
expensive packaging, but it looks really nice. You know?
Yeah.
We wanted it to read obviously we wanted it to be something that's really beautiful and something you can feel proud to have on your vanity. But we wanted it to read, you know, what we're trying to communicate with our brand, which is just minimal, basic, and
That's pretty cool.
thank you. And that's definitely
I got me.
great. That's perfect.
So clients, first questions, like yesterday, one of my clients, her first question was, she was investigating this final.
Yes.
First question was, why is it so cheap?
Why is it so cheap? Yeah.
Not just saying to you what they've got.
So I guess my response to that is usually always, we keep the recipes very simple. We keep the ingredients are not the most exotic ingredients out there, but they're very high quality. And we've designed it that way so that people can afford to switch over to natural or put some more natural products into into the mix of products that they have. Or they can afford to get maybe a bit of a bigger basket size, you know, like they can try, you know, 2, 3, 4 products from the line versus, you know, one face oil or face serum that's could be the price of getting like 3 or 4 of our products. So I guess it's not that it's cheap, it's just, it's a good value.
Yeah.
It's a good value. So,
And it's because, if I understand, it's everything is coming from Ontario, so in that moment with that.
that helps. That helps
a
us.
lot.
Not everything, but a lot of the things are, and that does help it. And it's like sunflower oil. Okay, this is like something you have in your kitchen, but it's great for your skin, and it's not. It's also just the idea that it's abundant. It's not something that we're over farming. It's like we've got a lot of sunflowers here. It's great. So we try to always be keeping those kinds of things in mind too when we're picking out our ingredients. So yeah. Any other questions?
Sit down,
Okay. Anyways, I just want to say like thanks a lot, and I know you guys will be like kind of brand ambassadors for it, and I really appreciate you taking us in and spread the word. It's really awesome. Thank you.
Wait till they come up and see everything. They'll have more questions.
Yeah, come on up and take a spin.
You're ahead of time, Laura.
I know.